It was below freezing last night.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm surprised.
You're shitting me.
Oh, pretty early for it too. It was down into the 20s last night. Cold. So I got my.
What is it? What's the temperature right now?
I don't know. So I got my Enjoy Weed sweatshirt on and my thick hat. It's even a little chilly in the office.
Ah, yes, the hat.
Uh-huh. So it's been a couple of weeks since we watched caught up with episode 4, and I've been reading the comments. If you haven't been in the comments have been great. They have been absolutely fantastic. And for anybody watching this, if you're looking for books, documentaries, other series, Wikipedia entries, the chat has it all. They can point you in any direction for any nuance of this story that you want to find. And it's pretty spectacular.
It's incredible how informed these people are. It's incredible.
It's good that we know now the things that have happened. But I'm dying to know.
We can really take the experience to the next level. It allows us to go in depth.
I am dying to know, though, what actually happened to the reactor. And on that note, we talked about how reactors melt down. That's always been the thing since the 70s, the China syndrome. Reactors melt down, they don't explode. However, there is something in my comedy memory for Ed Asner hosting Saturday Night Live. This is 1984, and if you grew up in the 80s, you knew Ed Asner from every TV show on the planet. But he's hosting Saturday Night Live in 1984, 2 years before this happens. And he does a sketch. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the sketch, but I did find some still frames from the sketch, so proof of life. This actually happened. Ed Asner is a retiree at a nuclear power plant. And they're at the nuclear power plant. They're having his retirement party. Everybody says goodbye to him. He and his wife are going to go enjoy their vacation on a beach somewhere, sipping Mai Tais, whatever.
Right.
His last bit of advice before he leaves his cronies to take over the nuclear reactor, his last bit of advice is, remember, you can never put too much water in a nuclear reactor.
What is that supposed to mean? It could mean two things.
Well, that's what happens. An argument breaks out after he leaves. Wait a minute. Did he mean you could put all the water you want in a nuclear reactor? Or did he mean you can't put too much water in a nuclear reactor? Something bad's going to happen. So the argument goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're like, we need to put more water in. We need to put less water in. Last shot, Ed Asner and his wife just sipping Mai Tai on the beach. And the nuclear power plant explodes in the background in a big mushroom cloud. Jesus. So there you go. The only other instance of an exploding nuclear power plant that I could come up with. Are you drinking tea?
You can't hear me because I mute when I sip.
You're muting now because I shamed you for swallowing.
I'm doing it for the fans. I'm not doing it for you.
Uh-huh. So yeah, this whole experience has been pretty good.
Amen.
The chat's been alive. People have been watching our reactions. I've been doing a lot of heavier editing on them than I normally do. You know, I've been putting the effort in. There's the HBO miniseries logo.
I see that right now.
And then it goes black. I
paused it as the instant it turned black.
Then we are at the same spot, my friend. So it's at this point, I suppose we should say, if you're watching this, why haven't you liked? Why haven't you subscribed? Why haven't you commented in the doobly-doo? Do that stuff that YouTube wants you to do, because it helps us. It helps the channel.
Oh, don't bullshit them. Do it because we want you to do it because you love us. I said it. Do it for us, please. We're doing this for you. You do this for us.
Do it because we love you. It's easier than me showing up at all of your houses going, press the goddamn button.
Don't say that on the internet, man.
I'm just trying to put the fear of God into these people. To hit the subscribe button. It don't cost nothing. Hit the subscribe button. You ready to watch some Chernobyl? Are you ready to be over it?
This has been tough, man. Holy shit.
The dogs bothered me. The pets,
Oh,
that bothered me. I think it bothered everybody, but
well, for me, it was seeing the children on the bridge of death.
the children on the bridge of death. Yeah. Okay.
That was tough.
Yeah. Infants, babies, and little kids playing in the ash. That's crazy shit.
As if it was snow. Terrible. Truly, it's terrible.
So this episode should tell us, just give us the answers, should provide. I am hoping that this episode provides. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to be pissed.
It's gonna deliver.
All right. So you ready? We're going to sit down here and watch this monster.
Okay. So what should we do? Would you like to do the countdown today?
I never want to do the countdown, but it's because I feel like I've got your timing. I've got it because
All right. Fine.
You
Let's
can't
see.
just go 1, 2, 3, and we'll go.
I know, but it's not. Okay, fine. I'll do 1, 2, 3. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
And I'm rolling.
In association with Sky.
That's what's on there.
There we go. Okay, we're linked up. A Mighty Mint production.
Yeah, we keep talking about how many production companies there are, but the further you get into this, the more you can see why. The scope of it.
Oh, shit. Is this like the calm before the storm? Kind of like before the show even starts?
I don't know. Where are we?
We're in Pripyat.
Then this is before everything happened.
Oh, this is so fucked up, man. That guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, it's that guy, and he's on a date. He's having a good time. They're with their kid. Oh, and she's pregnant, and she's seeing her husband, father of her child to be. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
Except he's going to die.
Yeah. That's what makes this extra fucked up. Oh, it's the rat. Maybe rat is too nice of a word. Maybe rat turd.
I hate this guy.
He really does look like a rat, though.
Looking at the pictures from like the people who they're 12 hours before. He looks like him though.
Yeah. Famine too. And what's his name? The other guy.
I hear they might promote Prukhanov.
Prukhanov.
This little problem we have with
that little
test,
triumvirate, that trilogy. I've seen them sitting on the bench.
Yes,
the real people
promotion's
being
very
tried.
likely. Who knows? Maybe Moscow. Naturally, they'll put me in charge once he's gone, and then I'll need someone to take my old job.
Is this what all this is about, though? He wanted a promotion, so he was willing to push the limits on this test?
He's that much of a douchebag. He wanted a promotion. He was willing to blow off the earth to do it.
This guy's already measuring the office. This seems like it'll suit me just fine.
Once it's over, we will have our villains, we will have our hero, we will have our truth. After that, we can deal with the reactors.
No, dude, you got to get it now. This Russian J. Edgar Hoover is really fucking up.
He's right, though. I mean, you've got a series of villains. It's very easy to hang all this on. You've got a series of heroes who have...
Yes, but you need to fix all of it immediately.
Yeah, that's what they're not doing.
Yeah, you have to do that.
I went willingly to an open reactor. So I've already given my life. Isn't that enough?
No.
No, I'm sorry, but it is not.
Oh, fuck. Now it's gonna hit him. Now he knows what he has to do. All he had in his way was hearing that. He had to hear that, and it moved the needle.
I remind you, 30 years passed after this happened before the truth actually came out to the rest of the world. So I'm not entirely sure what happens in this trial. These are that's everything from Chernobyl. All the vehicles that could never leave.
Oh, wow. Driving towards a nuclear reactor that's exploded. That's a great idea.
Yeah, why are
Great
they?
idea.
The Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union and the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet of the USSR
Is this where they're having the trial? In Chernobyl?
As determined by its 20th, 21st, and 22nd
Go to fucking
votes,
Moscow.
which is a Leninist goal. It was, is,
I mean,
and will be the only
I don't know
immutable
much
goal
about
of the
Russian
Soviet
law,
state.
but
The path of
certainly you
Leninist
didn't have to
principles shall
do
be
this here.
consistently and undeviatingly followed.
Soviet trials, man.
They got a model. I love models.
You think Doc Brown built that model?
Yeah, if it was, it wouldn't be to scale and it wouldn't be painted.
Oh my God, that's good. That's a good one.
Of all things, a safety test.
So I get it. Okay, safety test. Trying to keep the pumps running as the turbine dies. Simple.
But inside the reactor core, in the space between the atoms themselves, something far more dangerous is forming. A poison.
Yeah.
The time is 28 past midnight.
See, think about nuclear reactors. When I had that game, it instilled in me the thing, you got to run it like a race car. You got to run it hot. When you run reactors low, they clog themselves up.
Fuel increases reactivity. Control rods and water reduce it. Steam increases it. The rise in temperature reduces it. This is the invisible dance that powers entire cities without smoke or flame. And it is beautiful.
Yeah, at that point you have balance.
They told me they were putting me in charge of the cleanup. And they said it wasn't serious. I believed them. You know why?
Because they put you in charge.
Oh, shit.
You never thought they'd give him anything serious.
I'm an inconsequential man, Valera. That's all I've ever been. I hoped that one day I would matter, but I didn't.
Oh, Boris.
I just stood next to people who did.
They mistakenly sent the one good man.
Incredible.
You were the one who mattered most.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a shame it's like a eulogy, though.
It might be my favorite. It might be the most beautiful scene of the whole show. It might be the most redeeming scene of the entire show.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, Skarsgård's performance, just so good. So good. And Jacob Harris. Jared Harris, not Jacob Harris. Jared Harris. Him too.
We have a power surge, Sasha.
What did you do?
Oh, shit.
1:23 and 40 seconds.
This guy's genuine anger amazes me. It's his fault.
In every control room,
And he's
every
genuinely
reactor in the
angry.
world, there is a button with one single purpose: to scram or instantly shut down the reaction. In Soviet reactors, that button is called AZ5. You press AZ5, all of the control rods insert at once, and the reaction is stopped dead.
In theory.
But these rods are made of boron, which reduces reactivity, but not the tips. The tips are made of graphite, which accelerates reactivity. And when they do, the reaction in the core, which had been rising, skyrockets.
Jesus.
Every last molecule of liquid water instantly converts to steam, which expands and ruptures a series of fuel rod channels. The control rods in those channels can move no further. The graphite tips are fixed in position, endlessly accelerating the reaction. Chernobyl Reactor 4 is now a nuclear bomb.
Wow.
12342. Reactor 4, designed to operate at 3,200 megawatts, went beyond 33,000.
Jesus.
The pressure inside the core can no longer be held back. At long last, we have arrived. 12345, explosion. In the instant the lid is thrown off the reactor, oxygen rushes in. It combines with hydrogen and superheated graphite. The chain of disaster is now complete.
Right back at the beginning.
Every lie we tell incurs a debt to the truth. Sooner or later, that debt is paid. That is how an RBMK reactor core explodes.
Shit.
Lies.
Lies.
If I refuse,
Why worry about something that isn't going to happen?
Why worry about something that isn't going to happen? Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
They should put that on our money.
That's like the slogan of the show, man. Oh, no, sorry. That's like the slogan of the Soviet Union.
where I once would fear the cost of truth, now I only ask, what is the cost of lies?
That's where we started. What is the cost of lies? That was the thesis. There he was. Would have liked to have seen him in the hat more. Okay, so the audio tapes that were made it around, not that trial. Okay. Well, that's the best news yet. They fixed the reactors.
Oh my God. Well, that's not surprising.
That's what I heard before we started watching, that the girl scientist was representative of all those other characters. Boris.
Shit.
Well, he wasn't going to make it.
It's too bad.
But what a hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. That's the picture I've seen.
Oh my God. That looks exactly like, oh my God.
And the other guy too. Looks pretty dead on.
Oh, they really do look like pigs.
Now
oh my God, are you kidding?
Oh, that he
They
went.
sent Famin to Kalinin? Oh, shit.
Dyatlov died in 95. Fuck that guy too. Fuck that guy. All the hell. Is that the guy that opened the door?
I'm sure it's decayed by now. Jesus Christ.
What do you do with it? You know?
You leave it in there.
Leave it the fucking.
Oh my God, 500.
645.
Jesus Christ.
Ludmilla. She had a baby? Is that what they're going to tell me here?
Oh man, that's incredible. Silver lining.
Sort of. I mean, she had to kill one baby along the way.
I mean, can we find the positive in this, please?
The bridge of death? Everyone died?
Jesus Christ.
I remember those guys. That was a good episode.
Oh my God. Incredible.
And they were in the worst of it.
That's absolutely inspiring.
Yeah, there are no numbers. There are no real numbers. $2,600 square kilometers. Remember that guy? The true cause of the collapse of the Soviet Union. I believe that. That in Afghanistan. Safe confinement.
Yep.
$1 billion. You're welcome, Ukraine. Yeah, it wasn't 2 billion Russian dollars. Oh man.
Oh shit.
We will never know the
Well, we know the cost was too high. Fuck.
How many did they say? 31. Yeah, that's all. That's all. 31. Wow.
Wow, truly in memory of those.
I tip my hat.
We all should.
Wow. Great work by Craig Mazin, Jonathan Rennick. You know, the guys who put this together really did a top-notch job. It's incredible.
Excellent job. Take a bow.
It's really impressive work, but wow, dude. You know what's funny is the Soviet Union had a knockoff of everything. And big stuff too. They had a knockoff space shuttle. They had a space shuttle that never flew in space, but looked like the space shuttle. They had, and I remember this from a computing magazine back in the day, a fake Apple computer. It looked like the Apple II, but they were touting it was just as powerful. And I remember a guy from a magazine got into Russia back when it was the Soviet Union and managed to get himself on one of these as a demo. And when they weren't looking, he cracked it open to see what was on the inside.
Oh my God.
He undid the screws and looked inside. And it was a mess of wires and tubes. It wasn't even solid state electronics. He's like, this is insane. It's a complete knockoff, but it has none of the technology.
You know what that sounds like? You know what that sounds like?
An RBMK reactor?
You read my mind.
Because the same thing was true of their space shuttle. If you pulled the panel off their flight control, it was all just wires and tubes and shit. And you'd be lucky to send that thing into space, much less get it back. But they built it anyway. And that's what's fascinating about the old Soviet Union. They were purely competitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was their MO, to be competitive.
In and of itself.
Yes, on whatever stage they could. And, you know, everybody jumped in on the nuclear power bandwagon, but some countries did it better than others. You know, Israel, Japan did it okay. I think even
absolutely.
I think South Africa's a nuclear power nation, and they do it right.
Is that so? France
does a ton of them, and they do it right. But you know, it's easy to do.
France is 75% nuclear power.
Yeah,
75.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, sort of.
It's better than fossil fuels. We can agree on that.
Yes, but fission reactors have garbage, you know, residue, things you need to throw away.
Nuclear waste.
Yeah. Fusion doesn't. Think about that.
That's true.
Friends at home who are considering the STEM career. Get into science.
I hope all of you are considering STEM.
Fusion can save us all. But there you go, man. That was an exciting show. I mean, for something very procedural and very scientific and very, you know, all in one place. This is pretty exciting shit.
Absolutely.
You know, the threat of something you can't see is often.
The world could have ended.
Yeah.
And let's just take a moment to appreciate all of those who sacrificed.
I shouldn't make a joke then.
Well.
No, I'm not going to make jokes.
Yeah, don't. You know, because their sacrifices.
Yeah, tough ones.
We all benefit from their sacrifices, and we should just take a moment to appreciate them.
So appreciate this. If you've made it this far into the video and into the series, we've just finished all of Chernobyl. Why haven't you liked? Why haven't you subscribed? We do lots of crazy shit. We're going to be catching up with Lucifer here pretty soon. And that's going to be something because we're going to be doing live episodes.
Right.
With all the rest of the fans that have been waiting for us to catch up. I've got my wife making me watch Fleabag. We're going to jump into season 2 here in another couple.
I've been loving that, by the way. I think you guys are doing great.
She threw out a fuck Shecky.
He's getting a glass of wine out. I'm, you know, doing something similar. Not quite, but I won't go into details.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so like, subscribe, and leave us comments on the doobly-doo.
And for the love of God, please keep your children away from mindless Soviet bureaucrats, please.
It's important now more than ever.